The opening number. How did you guys end up collaborating on that? How did that come about?
Well, we did one last season, and honestly, it was the best collaboration experience I've had. So it was like the easiest thing in the world. She's like, I don't know how to explain what you are, but you're a little collaborator.
That's why I told him he's my the love of my life in like another brother way. Like it's gross, it's totally gross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's like my art like haven.
Yeah.
He inspires me so much. The problem why I get teary eyed. I love him because he's really humble and we both want to learn and we both have this really like natural way of working together. It comes out so easily. It's very strange and beautiful all at the same time. And for them to take a risk on a really scary prop was a really big deal for us, and it was just magnificent.
I know you're not supposed to give away the secret, but what exactly were they falling on? What was behind the prop?
It was actually Jade. Jade was back there catching every single one of them. So big ups to Jade. Good work. No.
It was actually Nigel's stunt double. He was like, yeah. We can't tell you.
Oh, shady.
But they were fearless. Whatever it was back there, those kids were fearless.
They were.
And I'm very
falling
proud
forward.
of
They're
them.
falling backwards.
The entire time I was thinking, I want to try it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm always telling you how much I love both of you, but you, Miss Thing, I have to give her props for a second. You're on fire this season. What's going on? Where are you getting this inspiration from? You are killing
Thank
it.
you. Thanks.
What's going on?
I don't know. I there's been a shift.
Yeah.
I think just transitioning overall growth in life, and I think I've just tried to find more ease in the process.
Yeah.
Try to release control and focus on a more guttural, instinctual approach. You know what I mean, as opposed to the pressure.
Yeah.
And I try. I don't always succeed, but I just try to do it honestly, just naturally and honestly. And whatever comes out just comes out. Yeah.
You pulled something out of Melise that I haven't seen before, not to be negative, but she hasn't been my fave.
Yeah.
And tonight I was like, oh, okay, she's one to watch. What was the rehearsal process like? How did you get that out of her?
It was like therapy.
Really?
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
totally like therapy.
A lot of talking?
Lots of talking, more talking. Lots of feeling and less thinking.
Yeah.
She was just really honest. She's a really brave person. She kept saying to me how she's timid and she doesn't take initiative, and so if she's an energy seeker but soaker, and if there's resistance in someone, she carries that resistance. And I just kept telling her that she has to have her own voice and demand her own voice, and she has so much potential and she has to embrace it. And we cried a lot. And then when she would cry, I would just say, okay, and I would just press play, and she would just dance, and we grilled it. It wasn't, I love Marco. Marco, I love you. And he really did help, but she really pushed herself with him.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, she didn't let him guide it. He came, and she led it and pushed him, It was a very visceral experience for me with her. I learned so much as a teacher. This is like my favorite part of the show, when you learn something about how to teach and how to talk and remember that we're humans with heart, and fear, and that can be crippling for some, and she just forgot it all.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. She was amazing. You've been on this show for quite some time. You come back weekly. Do you ever feel pressured to up the ante every time that you do a piece on this show? Do you ever get nervous when you're watching? Like, what's going through your mind?
Every single time.
Really?
Every single time.
Is it Nigel, or is it just the audience that makes you nervous?
It's just the nature of art in general. I think we just you do it so much, and there's insecurities we all have, and I think they're talking about Jasmine dealing with her insecurities. It's like I have them myself, and so it's like I feel for her sometimes, and it's nice to see when she overcomes them, and she has on this show. And the group number, I think she was really giving us something. She trusted herself, and so I don't know. I think it's just, I definitely have my insecurities like we all do. And so when you do a piece and it goes over well, then you do another piece and you're like, I hope this goes over well, because the other one and the expectation changes, and then it keeps changing and it keeps changing, and then you had this one time but you don't have it the next time, and then so it definitely is always changing. But it's always, I think it's the best like that, because then you're always growing, you're always learning.
Yeah.
I'll never get if that feeling goes away, I'll probably do something else.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's an amazing energy seeker too, and he has such a amazing creative brain. That's what's so inspiring. That's why his pieces are always so inventive and memorable.
Yeah.
You know, because I think he connects to the world, like the earth with the sand piece, and think like he really has a amazing connection with the world. Boo.
Just a love fest going on here.
We told the kids this week to be brave. That was like one of the big things we told them. Like, just be brave. Make this mean something to you. It means something to us, but make it mean something to you. And I think that's what we have to, do what we preach. What's the saying? Practice what we preach.
Yeah.
She's always teaching me something. Very good, this one, with her words. And so we have to do that too. So I'll always try to live like that and just be brave. And we'll fail or we won't. But we gotta just be brave. Yeah.
You both inspire me so much. It was a pleasure. No, really, you do. You're still my girl crush. So.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, honey. It's only getting deeper. Just so you know, with every piece, I'm like, I love that one.